Hopefully we're all
Are
solved.
you live?
Not quite. My goodness. Oh, I forgot to make it subscriber only.
Look, he used Phoenix Wing Wind Blast and ditched the cores to hitting the Royal Oppression, Miracle Fusions, getting out obviously a absolute zero again. But like you're minusing so hard, you like
We're back. We're back, everyone.
no.
What's up, duelists? What's up, duelists? Sorry, we experienced a little bit of latency on that stuff. We're back, though. We're back. We got Macro, we got RJ, we got me. This is the middle of the round. A true hero versus Cameron Saunders. Sorry about that. A little bit of stream issues, but now we're back in the game. Oh, looks like Cameron is doing well, like you had said. Welcome back. We are now live again. Welcome back. Welcome back.
No, we're back. Yeah, so it's looking like for a true hero's, you know, I love him. Like he really is a true hero here, but like it's now he's just kind of blind Kaiasing back row.
He's probably trying to get
dangerous
information. This is game 1, right? He's probably just trying to get information for game 2, because like,
which is fair.
Yeah.
Kaluk here is not a good play because they'll lose their entire field, but they have other monsters in their hand that they can work around. Just takes it. Okay.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter too much. That's game. Yeah.
Icarus.
And he's
Wait,
gonna
why
have
is he hitting the future fusion?
because he has Sirocco. That's most likely why.
Hmm.
Oh, that was game 2. What the heck?
Oh.
Dang. Cameron 1-2-0. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, he had brain control, not Sirocco. That's why. Nicely done from Cameron. Does that secure him in top 8? Is that back-to-back top 8s for Cameron? Not quite, I don't think.
Cameron, you beast. Either way, that's still impressive as heck, dude.
Wait, that might actually be... No, he's 1 away from top 8. He's in top 16. He's in top 16.
Oh my god, Frog Slicer's winning. Frog Slicer won its first game of this other match, and now is doing another combo again. Yeah, I think Frog Slicer might make it to top 8, dude.
Well, Frog Slicer's got to go through MMF, and if anyone can play against combo decks, it's MMF. MMF invented combo decks. So that should be a...
MMF literally, what does it stand for? It stands for maximum combo?
Yes. Combo starting with an F, yes. Actually, it stands for middle management. No, I don't know what it stands for. I know what it stands for, but I don't want to dox because it's his full name or their full name. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I could probably only do this for another like 20 minutes with you guys, unfortunately. But
all right, let's catch the last part of Fitz versus Senior Todor.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then
yeah,
we'll call it a day for Macro. But thank you so much for joining, Macro. Really appreciate it, actually.
Yeah, it's been awesome being on the cast with you.
Yeah,
dude. I mean, if you want me to ever join you guys on any other Yu-Gi-Oh shenanigans, like I've been really digging the series that you've been doing with Simo, RJ, where you guys play like the sealed showdowns and stuff. Been digging the series you've done with MBT2. Like I've just been digging all these different things you guys do on like the Yu-Gi-Oh side of things. Like it's just cool. That's like the way I like Yu-Gi-Oh at least. I don't like playing modern Yu-Gi-Oh, but old school Yu-Gi-Oh and it works so fun.
It's been a blast. Every Saturday, if you want to play sealed showdown format, we play.
Indeed. What have we got here? We've got Wind Blast, we got Dust Shoot, we got Plague Spreader.
Wind Blast.
So zombies versus Pyramid Turtle Plague Spreader. Okay, zombies. We got zombies on both sides. Interesting.
Zombie Mirror? I mean, just seeing Plague doesn't tell me immediately that it's zombies, but seeing the Phoenix Wing Wind Blast with Plague, yeah, it's probably zombies.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I could see that.
It could also just be a hero. It could be a hero variant. I feel like a lot of these decks are. I feel like every deck that can run Plague is running Plague. You know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've even seen some Frog Monarch decks running it as like a third Treeborn kind of.
Here's the Pyramid Turtle.
Okay, now it's definitely zombies because you don't play that unless you got a fair number of zombies in your deck.
Whoa! This could be.
Yeah, you're right. It could just be the one.
he runs triple turtle with one Plague. That's it.
It's a tech engine.
It's
Dead
Rat. They're running the one Ryukoki.
My chat was not popped out. I have the wrong chat pulled up. Of course. Let's go ahead and expand.
Pyramid Turtle into an open board is really good.
Pyramid Turtle just like is one of those cards that you don't even mind if it doesn't get its effect off. It's like acting like MST. It's acting like it's just getting rid of so much.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because like zombies just have so many different cards that are like that where you don't want them to get their effect off, but you have to answer them, which is like Pyramid Turtle, Goblin Zombie come to mind, right? So you're just here like desperately trying your best not to let them get any value, but sometimes what that does is you play too slow, and now they have like 3 Pyramid Turtles poking you to death.
True.
There's the oh god, Book of Life is so good in the mirror.
Oh god,
It's
the
so
plague.
good here.
Losing Plague this early hurts because like that's like the majority of your game plan. Unless they're running Diva zombies, they don't have that access to their Brio. I mean, just to a lot of things they want to do.
If Theodore has
But
Call
most
of
obviously-
the Haunted, he could chain
Okay.
it, right? Oh, this is game 3. It could also be
Yeah,
Could
he
be
could chain
good.
it.
Yeah.
Could be DD Crow as well.
DD Crow. So I found out DD Crow doesn't stop Book of Life's banishing effect on your grave though,
Yeah, it does.
because it's 2 separate effects.
Yeah, well, it's
So, like,
actually
that's the sucky part about it. Like you're still losing the plague.
yes. It isn't 2 separate effects. It's not one doesn't need to happen in order for the other one to happen. So if it
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, you get it. Weird. He's gonna crash. He says my search is better than yours. Huh. Interesting.
Ooh, I mean, yeah, because he doesn't have. He already. I mean, he has a plague, unlike this fool. So, like, what's he gonna do? Get his own goblin zombie? Or even get a zombie master?
And I think oftentimes crashing a recruiter on your turn is good just because you get the advantage of choice, right?
True, because I do believe in this scenario, Chainlink 1 is Fitzel, Chainlink 2 is Tio. Has to choose first, and then they can work around that. If I were Tio, I'm just getting another Pyramid Turtle, just because it's the safest bet.
I believe it.
Yep, and you can put it in defense mode, which is good. Pyramid Turtle is the best recruiter. It's for a zombie. It doesn't matter because no zombie has more than 2,000 defense. But also, it doesn't require you to summon in attack mode. Flanville zombies. Flanville.
Beast.
That's different. Roundup had said in the chat he's known for Flamvell Zombie, but I didn't wanna leak until we saw it.
Yeah, thank you for not leaking that.
Thank you. Yeah, that's hot.
I was like, me and RJ both had the same exact reaction. We see the Flanville, just we're like.
This is
Because
a big play.
Flamville's it's like zombies with soul charge, which is sick.
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, just the concept of running Book of Life and Rekindling, you just have so much, like, field presence. It's wild.
Yeah.
And it does give you kind of game against decks like Glads and Blackwings, which you have a little bit of trouble against sometimes because of their like inherent big stats.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Another Wing Blast, but they got Prio, though, right?
With Dark End, yes, but Dark End needs to stay on the
Yeah.
field to resolve. So if he go,
No
but they don't-
way.
They don't get Prio because of Goblin Zombie.
you actually
they
don't. Yeah, you actually can't. Okay, yeah, that too. But either way, it wouldn't matter.
Wow.
Because like, let's say it wasn't
Yeah.
Goblin Zombie, right? Let's just say it was Vanilla. If Dark End comes down, it has to lose attack and defense on. It has to be in play on resolution. If it doesn't lose the attack and defense, then the monster won't get sent from the field of grave. So that's
Makes
pretty
sense.
much that, yeah.
Ditching the Book of Life, another one of those confidence pitches we've had this tournament. People just pitching power cards.
Yeah.
I think if zombies had another tuner that wasn't Plague Spreader in this format, they would be tier 0. I think just because Plague's at 1 and also it's the only tuner, meaning they don't have access to like level 3 tuners and level 4 tuners, like it does limit the pool of synchro monsters they can go into. But I mean, damn, it's still pretty. Zombies are still so good.
Yeah, true.
Basically,
they got,
go ahead.
Pain Painter in like Generation Force.
But that doesn't even that's not even out yet, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were very cautious on giving zombies a tuner for a very long time after they were like tier 0 with triple Bryonic and premature burial in the same format. Because that was
I mean,
a
because I would
Yeah.
legitimately. Oh, because like you know how I like the deck that I build is basically Ill Blood is basically like Gigaplant.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would run like an Ill Blood version instead of a plant version of this deck because it's so much like more searchable. But since there's only Plague as your tuner, it's just not like it doesn't get you Power Tool, and so you can't do anything with like there's no synergy. But if there was like if there was a level 3 or even a level 1 uh zombie tuner, it would be like a whole different build.
You know what just occurred to me?
But
Plague has the same background as Red Eye Zombie Dragon. And I think
oh.
Goku N.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're part of the same universe, the same cinematic universe.
Also, note the Flamvell dog over here. The fire dog, kind of a great summon.
Actually
Yeah.
huge. Yeah, that's really, really
I mean,
good.
do they have a third wing? Do they have a third wing blast? I mean, I bait it out now.
If they don't have another back row here, this is pretty big. Fitz gets to summon a magician.
Wow, it goes through.
Yeah, that's big.
At this point, I would summon like a thought ruler or something. Like it's just becoming apparent that you need to just not get destroyed by Regeki breaks and wing blasts. But they might not have a third wing blast. I think most zombies run like 2.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough, right? Because zombies make Bryonic so easily, and there isn't an 8-star that prevents Bryonic. So it really is just.
Yeah.
But the plague being banished is huge. Because now that that's gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say plague being banished
Yeah.
means like at that point just make Stardust or make like I think Thought Ruler might still be the play because like I just prefer Thought Ruler. It keeps you alive.
Depending on your back row, it might be make nothing.
Just run over everything.
Yeah, it might just be leave the fire dog in play.
God, Fire Dog is actually so good in the mirror. The
It-
more I think about Fire Dog, the more I'm like, yeah, this card slaps.
Exactly, like against zombies. I mean, that's all they do is they set a little guy and then you just run it over and you get your +1. So
Why is it that the fire monster? Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just gonna double down.
No, finish that. No, finish your statement. Sorry.
Fire dog is just just gives you those +1. So leaving it in play, it might give you more +1 value than if you just synchro off, and just lose to a Bryonic or something. But what were you gonna say? Why is it that the fire monsters that?
I was also wondering like do you think he's running like triple Flamvell Magician, triple Fire Dog in this build?
Why not?
I guess yeah, why not? It's not terrible. Like Flamvell Magician plus Goblin Zombie is really good because like 90% of the time your Goblin Zombie's not being run over because they don't want to give you the plus.
Yeah, yeah,
True.
pretty much.
But
And
I
8s
was
are really strong.
but I was saying that like I feel like the two best like why are like only the fire monsters? We're talking like Volcanic Rocket and Flamvell Fire Dog. They are like 1900 beaters with awesome effects. It's like they give the fire monsters like such really good stat lines.
Well, they have to, right? If they were giving those to dark monsters, you would like.
It's true.
True.
It's true.
Yeah. You should just be like.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, if you look at Black Wings, I'm just like, if they were fire, nobody would play this shit. No, I'm kidding. They'd still be good. But
I love most anime-based things are like, the power of light beats all. But Yu-Gi-Oh, they're just like, nah, darkness rules the world.
dude, dark
Screw you.
dark has historically been the best attribute by so much. By just so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I was thinking even in the formats where like even the chaos formats like they had to desperately put in crappy light monsters just to
Yep.
make like Black Luster Soldier and Chaos Sorcerer. It's just like they don't care about your light. You just want it in the grave.
Yeah. It's like the only good light they've ever printed was Magician of Faith. Literally. Ever. And every other light is just like
Yeah.
filler to support your broken Breaker the Magical Warrior or your broken whatever, Dark Arm Dragon, whatever.
Ooh, Thunder
Keegan
King.
with
That's
the
only
rare
light.
Shining Angel slander here.
Oh yeah, Mr. Fairy is my favorite deck. Nah. No
All right,
light
everyone.
monster's ever been.
I'll be right back in 1 second. I gotta do one thing. I'll see you guys in a sec.
Okay.
What's taking them so a lot of thinks today, a lot of thinks. You know what? They're better than me. They got this far, so I'm not gonna judge the speed at which they take. But what do you think is happening in Tio's mind over here? It just feels like maybe he's dead drawing. That seems like a dead
Maybe.
draw. Unless they have
I
Book
think
of Life.
I think you're trying to find like a multiple turn line that leads you towards something that gets you back in this game. Because I don't think they have like a line this turn.
Yeah, losing
Well,
that plague
I
survey.
apparently lied about that.
Oh,
I was immediately proven wrong.
that's such a good card. This is one of the reasons I'm surprised more zombie players aren't playing DDR. Like they don't mind pitching their hand too much, and it would definitely make comeback plays like just like this return is doing.
I think it's because things like return and burial get you like multiple things. And so it doesn't matter as much that they're like totally dead in the early game. I think that's it.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's probably the best way to put it. I mean, do we? I think we saw them earlier search Mizuki. If I remember correctly, I think they did search Mizuki, so they could pitch the Mizuki with their goblin zombie here. I mean, with their potential Bryo.
What do we go for here?
Definitely think
Maybe
Brionic.
Doomkaiser? Doomkaiser gets their plague off of them.
Ooh, that is such a good idea. But are they running it? They should. If I was a zombie player, I'd run at least one. Considering
Absolutely.
the mirror.
I think you always run at least one Revived King and one
Doom Kaiser.
one
Yeah.
Doomkaiser. Yeah.
Come on. What you doing, my guy? What you
What
coming up
is
with?
taking so long? Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
there's the
Doomkaiser.
Doom
That's
Kaiser.
really good. That's so good. Okay.
Yeah. Your plague. Give me that plague, my dude. Give me that plague.
Dámelo.
Dámelo, por
here.
favor. Ooh, we got a bit of that thinkle coming from Fitz over here. A little thinking action. I mean, this is for game. Like whoever wins this is, I think, top 8. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. The brackets are wild.
I've just been blissfully ignorant of the bracket so far.
It's
y'all
it's a
tell me
big
it's
bracket.
for top 8, and I'm just like, all right, let's go.
I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Big
Someone in the chat
bottomless.
will know if this is for top 8.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, this bottomless makes a difference. Are we chaining DD Crow for Plague? Oh, that's really good.
Wow.
That's really good.
I would have waited until they used Plague Effect. Because to get them to minus first, you know?
Plague does start a chain. Look at that. I frequently forget what starts chains and what doesn't.
Did they have no targets? Oh my god. Like, they search the deck. There's 2 Pyramid Turtles in their grave, 2 Goblin Zombies, a Plague already banished. Do they have Mizuki and Zombie Master in their hand already? Like, is there no more targets? I'm like, you know what I mean? The fact that they stopped searching.
Hey, like, is
Illblood
Illblood really my only option here? Oh, what do you even go for after this? You can't make a synchro play.
Mizuki. Yeah, like I said, I think I would have waited to DD Crow there because he would have minused even if he had a Zombie Master. You know, there's a potential minus coming up. Now they're also plaguing. I'm surprised they're not just. They should really be chaining to the plague effect.
Yeah. Okay, I'm a little bit confused about. Whoa. Okay. All right, that ain't nothing.
Okay, okay. That makes more sense now. Why they did it immediately.
So I'm a little confused about how this works with Doomkaiser. Doesn't the way that Doomkaiser works here then? Oh no, because it again starts at.
It's because of Goblin Zombie that they can't activate Prio. Goblin Zombie ruins the Prio for everybody.
Well, no, because Doomkaiser triggers on summon. Wouldn't Doomkaiser summon Plague, and because its second effect doesn't start a chain, it would be banished before Plague hits the field and then it wouldn't destroy Plague, or does it start a chain?
I don't know, actually. I think they might have misplayed that, or I played it incorrectly, because you're right. Like, even if they bottomless the Doomkaiser Dragon, I still think its effect resolves. I don't see why it wouldn't. That's like acting like if you bottomless Caius, like it wouldn't get its effect.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's kind of like Vanity's Emptiness, where if the thing goes to the graveyard before it's resolved, it doesn't destroy itself. I'm kind of thinking it works that way with Doomkaiser.
How does Doomkaiser read?
I'll read it to you.
Let's see.
It says, when this card is special summoned, you can target one zombie monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon that target to your side of the field in face-up attack position. But destroy it when this card leaves the field. Oh, but that last part.
But if Doomkaiser leaves the field before the monster is summoned, then it can't do that, right? Because it doesn't start a chain. So it wouldn't start a new chain after Plague hits the field, right?
I feel like the monster would stay in play, but that's just my intuition. We'd have to ask our head judge, Mika. I feel like it does stay in play, though.
So that would make a difference in this game because the Plague would still be on the board and they wouldn't have DD Crow'd it. They would have DD Crow'd something else.
Yeah, we maybe should have figured something out with regards to adjust that. Sorry guys, I had to deal with something real quick, but we're back. We're back.
Oh, Gucci brother.
We're back. Is the stream chat working? I know we're down in viewership, like to about 73, which is sad. And it looks like the stream is just dying, which is also sad. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. It might just be a latency thing. I'm gonna try to. I've like closed everything I can on my computer to try and make it lag less, but it's just not working, unfortunately. Okay.
Wow, I think this ruling would have actually made a difference in this game, I think. Because we don't have a Plague in play, which means that we can't go for a Synchro to beat Dark Armed. If we had been able to put Dark Armed back in hand with a Brio, there's a world where this game would have ended this turn.
Dude, it's insane how reliant they are on Plague in this deck. It's like if they don't have it, they can't do anything. Like,
yes.
Like, I like the Flamvell tech. I like the Flamvell tech for that reason, because at least you know, like, okay, you got rid of my Plague, but I still have like 4 other tuners I can rekindling back.
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting. I wonder if there's anyone we could ask that thing on.
Let's see, Doomkaiser. Is there like a rulings page on Doomkaiser?
Yeah, you could probably find it on edisonformat.com, and you could just command F Doomkaiser. So it says...
Yeah, actually, that's...
Requirk in the chat is saying if it's flip face down before the effect resolves, the target is still special summoned and is no longer targeted by Doomkaiser Dragon while on the field. I wonder if that's the same if it's removed from play while it's still on the chain link. I know the same thing is with...
no, because I feel
Darius.
like that ruling is similar to Absolute Zero. It's like similar to Absolute Zero's ruling, I think. You know? So, like, if you bottomless it...
Ab-Zero start a chain?
I guess. Like,
yeah, Absolute Zero does start a chain.
What I think this is most similar to is Vanity's Emptiness, which I don't think starts a chain.
In the format, it's also similar to Darius. Collider Beast Darius. I think there's a chance that it could be ruled either way. I'm trying to get a ruling on it right now.
Okay.
Just tag judge real quick.
We've got a very interesting game going on here. I don't see how they just need a top deck for kindling. They added Spirit Reaper to their hand.
Are there any darks engraved? No,
Rekindling would be so good. They have 3 darks. They can also top deck Dark Armed.
That too.
Dark Armed or Rekindling off the top is huge.
Yeah, Brendan makes a good point.
They don't have any darks, so settings... Oh. What's up?
I think it's only if he gets flipped face down. Oh shit, yeah, it turns out the monster should stay. We got confirmation from 2 judges.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I think Fizzle has been robbed of this game then.
There's a
that should have
chance.
worked.
There's a chance he still wins. So we'll just
That's true.
And it's kind of irreparable at this point. But
For sure.
that was a
like,
good catch.
It's really nobody's fault, but
yeah, that was a good catch. Whoever caught it.
Yeah, it wasn't like Tio was intentionally like doing
Yeah.
the ruling wrong. Like
No, that's
like,
a weird.
and honestly,
like-
if I'm Tio, I want the plague to stay. You know, like
Yeah, exactly.
you weren't thinking about it until that point.
that's true. Yeah. Like, yeah, exactly. And it's like a skill thing to know about your rulings and things like that. So it's not like this was.
Like
That's rough.
I'm comfortable. It sucks that it happened, but I'm comfortable knowing that both players are playing to the best of their abilities. It wasn't like anyone was intentionally being malicious in this scenario.
For sure. 100%.
But like there's some players where it's like they know the rulings, they're just getting away with what they can get away with, and I'm like, that's sussy baka over there. But I don't think anyone knew that because none of us knew it.
And
oh,
like
no,
if you're
woman!
Oh,
my god,
no!
Dude.
the Spirit Reaper. Oh,
Oh.
He might be getting robbed of this
hurt.
game because of that. That's unfortunate.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gotta know
You what
that.
they say, man. No,
Know your rulings,
oh, and the
yeah.
grepper. I mean, there's no.
All right.
Wait,
Show
this-
me mirror force.
Mirror force, please.
Show me mirror force.
I don't
That'd be
believe.
so hilarious. For the one time, book.
Oh,
No,
dang.
Okay.
Oh.
That
That's
ruling,
rough.
that ruling cost him the game, dude. Straight up, right? You're saying it did cost
Yeah.
him the game?
Because he wouldn't have be well. He would have
Because
had.
he wouldn't have had Dad on the field, and he couldn't have DD. He could to get Dad on the field. He would have had to DD Crow a card that wasn't Plague, which means next turn Fitzel summons Plague off of Zombie Master and makes Brio.
Exactly.
And then OTK's
Exactly.
back.
I
Oh
agree.
my god, dude.
Yeah.
Well, what was the back row that he had? It was just like a. I think he had a mirror force. So I don't know if that's fully true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To bounce.
Wow. Okay, Fitzel.
Damn!
we
What a
gotta
crazy ruling.
We gotta let Fitzel know the crazy rule. Let me check the bracket out. We've still got quite a few matches, which is crazy.
Dude, it's because of one man.
And one man and his frogs.
Okay.
He's still playing against Callum? Are you serious?
While I
bro?
will say it has been in part due to Frog Slicer. There are other brackets we are waiting on. We are waiting on Asgear versus Blab.
For sure.
No, of course. I'm not. This is more just a meme at this point.
Yes, Fitz
Yeah.
and like to be fair, Fitz and Todor were actually at the same point in the bracket as Frog Slicer. So, I mean, he's
Okay.
he's
Legit.
doing his best. He's doing his best.
Legit.
Now we've got
Yeah.
Todor versus Koya. We
Like,
can watch.
I can still do one. I could do one more game.
You got one more game in you?
Okay.
All right. Let's watch Weigel versus Fen.
No one's yelling at me.
Weigel versus Fen is the last one. What is their username?
How do
Okay.
you spell that? How do you spell that?
Wiggles93. Wiggles93 versus Fen. It looks like it's some type of Lightsworn versus Fairies, which is hype. Let's watch this. Let's do this. Wiggles
Okay.
versus Fen.
I'm about light sworns.
Guys who are watching
Okay,
the
so
stream,
Fen.
I need to ask the stream. Is the connection okay? I know my stream connection is really poor right now, but I've put it to the lowest latency possible, and I'm hoping it's still okay. Anyone?
It's just delayed for the most part, but it looks fine. Like it's just
Yeah.
very delayed. That's about it.
Damn. Okay. As long as it's all right. Ghost Rider.
So it's gonna take a while for them to respond. That's why. Like if you're asking for them to respond, it's gonna wait a minute.
Yeah. Ghost Rider, we will feature Pro Storm when it's his time to play, but we've featured him a lot right now, so we're watching the other peeps. Watching the other ones.
So Fen is actually. I was excited because like I think Fen was the person that knocked me out of the tournament. So now that I see they're playing fairies, I kind of wish Fen beat the Glad Beast guy.
Fen
Would have been cool, but it's all good.
What was it? Ulton, right? Is that the player?
No, sorry. Fen beat Ulton, which is why I had to play him. And now I'm like, no, Ulton, you should have beat him so I could play Fen.
Fen's a powerful duelist. She's really good. She plays this fairy deck. She's been a fan of it for a while, so it'll be cool to see if she can make it into the top 8. I mean, she's got a couple matches she's got to win. She's got to win this match. She's got to win a match against J4, and then she's got to win a match against Pro Storm, and then she's got to win a match against Cameron to make it in top 8. So she has to win 4 matches
100%.
straight against some really hard people. But
This is a cool build. The Thunder King's in the main deck. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually.
Oh, and then here comes a Herald.
I think this is the newer list that she's using, that I posted about like last week or something. It's got
Rio.
2
And a Raikou mained? Wow.
Yes. It also means the 2 Raikous.
Are we?
This is big damage. This is 40.
Call of the Haunted is game here.
Return is also game.
If she has it.
Return
is
call.
also game.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
That's big.
Yo,
Damn.
no, yeah, it wasn't me saying that. Like, I just would rather play it against a fairy deck versus a Glad Beast, because the matchups are just way different. But no, she's like, I feel like I might have still lost. This build is insane.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
It's really nasty, especially I think against Lightsworn. The Thunder Kings make it really hard because the only way they can ever really win is JD, and you have 3 Heralds, which is a good way to stop JD. But then on top of that, you have the 2 Thunder Kings, so you have 5 ways of stopping JD, which is it's more than the average. And then if you can ever stick a Christia, obviously you're just living big. So I think this matchup has this build has a much better matchup against Lightsworn than the previous builds that weren't maining the Thunder Kings. Also, there's some playing the exact sideboard I was playing, but I have some techs in the sideboard for Lightsworn which are pretty crushing if they ever connect.
Okay, gentlemen, I do have to head out now officially.
Macro.
I hope you guys had a great time. This looks like one of the better matches that we're going to see. Have a great time. I may or may not be able to join you tomorrow a little bit, Keegan, but just DM me if you. I'll DM you if I have some free time.
Hell yeah, man! I'll seriously appreciate
thank you so much for having me.
It was a blast having you. It was always a pleasure.
It has.
Thank you
been
so much.
Real.
Hit me up. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Nice to meet you, RJ. Nice to see you, Keegan. Yeah, just hit me. I'll hit you up if I'm free. Okay.
I got you. Everyone in the chat, say goodbye to Macro.
Hey, peace.
And subscribe to him too at the Macro Show on YouTube. Check him out.
Don't forget to subscribe to E3 Yu-Gi-Oh! 5K. We get to see what the puppy looks like, dude. Puppy reveal.
Yes, puppy
reveal.
Wait, how close are we to that? I should check. Hold up, I'm gonna check.
I have no idea.
I'm about to check right now.
You hit 4.3 on my screen.
Oh my god, we actually did.
Hey,
that's crazy.
Deuces.
Later. Yo, 4,300. That's a big bump. That's like 30 in a day. Nice.
Hype. That's sick.
That's actually sick. Fuck yeah, dude. This has actually been such a good event. Shout out to everyone, dude. RJ, do you like this fairy deck? Because I'm a bit biased.
I always loved fairies. I was an agent player back in the day.
Oh, really?
That was my deck in 2012. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Dimensional Alchemist. I played that in a chaos control deck during Tengu Plant format, inspired by Courtney Waller.
Nice.
So I like all the cards we see in here. DD Warrior Lady, one of the all-time greats.
Yes, this card never gets bad, except for when your opponent has Imperial Iron Wall, in which case it gets bad. Fen should banish here. You just want to keep the names out of the grave. I agree. Arcus is annoying for you to get over. Dialk doesn't run it over. Keep them from milling.
Arcus is also a good banish because it's usually like a one of. And so getting rid of one ofs is really good for messing with the name math.
Yes, exactly. Yep. And you want to keep Wiggles off of Celestia as well. It's another reason to banish here. So.
True.
Yeah. A couple of back row. So the fairy deck, let me fill you in. The fairy deck usually plays 1 bottomless. Post board you have Royal Oppression, some amount. Return, it plays, obviously, because you banish a lot of your cards. Plays Call of the Haunted, Solemn Judgment, Mirror Force, Torrential. And Trap Dusty. So we know it's not Trap Dusty, right? Because that would have gotten used.
Yeah.
Book of Moon.
Book of Moon.
Also
okay.
3 Book of Moon, usually. Yeah. Book of Moon's very good against the Lightsworn deck because, as you can see here, it neutralizes the threat and it cuts them off from their mills. So it's like a 2-for-1 kind of. Switches
and
off
recruiters are really good backed by better attack than most normal summons have defense.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
That's not a recruiter, but that's something. And the Jane is gone. Jane is one of the ways that Lightsworn can attack over Thunder King. And they usually only play one. So, like you said, getting rid of the one-ofs. Always good. Vasily is asking if you played Tech Genis agents.
I played Trooper Agents. The agent deck where you just dump your entire deck to the grave, then call the haunted Hyperion Christia and win the game. Love that deck. Whoo! We've just seen an interaction. Wolf Milling, Chain Royal Decree, or Royal Oppression, Chain Royal Decree. So we do now have an out to TK.
I like to imagine in this this little mini universe that they've just created is that the government is like totally incompetent and they're like generating conflicting orders. One of them oppresses people and then one of them's the decree to stop the oppression. Yo, wait, hold up.
What? That's a Christia?
That's disgusting. And a Shining Angel. Whew. Chain Book of Moon. That's going to pop the Thunder King and the book. Nice to
this
pop
is actually
the
a... Yeah. That's pretty...
Fourth name. This Royal Decree's doing some work. That was a big moment.
Yeah. I will never get over recruiters hitting over like giant boss monsters.
Best
it's
feeling.
Always peak Yu-Gi-Oh humor.
Shining Angel off whatever. Wife beater. The tunic. What is it?
Like the muscle toga.
Yeah,
like,
steal his look. What is those memes where it's like steal his look and it's like $1,100 Balenciaga toga. Like $1,500 Gucci halo for your Christmas tree. Something like that.
Peasant stuff. You got to get that Tiffany halo. That's where it's really at.
And you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Zirconium or something. That's funny.
Raiko pop Dialk?
You kind of have to, right? Because if the Dialk ever dies, Fenn's getting the Christia. And that's going to be tough.
But
Fenn has Herald of Orange Light. Obviously. With another fairy. If Fenn Heralds here, Shining Angel plus Dialk are fairies number 3 and 4 for that Christia. I feel like you still just let this happen, though. Shining Angel holds it down. It can always get another Dialk. Yeah.
Oof. Rough Mills.
Both JDs down. If any one of those wants to come back, it's going to need Monster Reincarnation or... What's that other card? Pot of Avarice. Beckoning Light, not going to work under the decree. Trag, interesting.
Is Raiko a then you can in Edison?
I think it's...
Effectively?
I think it's like... Shit, let me pull up the text. Hold up.
Because I'm wondering why Dialk doesn't grab from Banished in the damage step there.
What's wild here is that if Fenn does have the Herald, she can summon that in Synchro. Gore steal the Trag if she wants to. I'm going to pull up the Raiko errata real quick, just so we have the official text. Okay. The original text says flip. You can destroy one card on the field, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. I think. That's the yeah. Then the reprint says you can target one card on the field, destroy that target. So it's just you can destroy one card on the field, mandatory send 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So you choose whether or not you want to destroy it, and then the mill happens no matter what.
So they're simultaneous. So I must have missed why Dialk doesn't resolve there. Or did they? Did Fenn? Did she?
It's a destroy
off of Dialk.
No, she doesn't. It makes it miss timing, basically, because it's
Okay,
you
so
can
it
destroy
isn't
one card on the field.
simultaneous.
Period. Then send it's a separate
Okay.
sequence. Yeah.
It's not simultaneous.
It's
That
not,
makes
yeah.
sense. Okay.
Yeah. Rank
Now
up.
I understand why you target the D-Alk. I was very confused up until then.
Exactly. Time on the round. So far in top 8, we have Zal's, Hydro Pump, Monster Gamer, aka Gabe, and Silchus Ruin.
Okay, we've got Avarice.
That's going to shuffle back both JD, but it's not going to guarantee one into the hand, and it's also taking the 4th name out of the graveyard. I feel like you should have left the 4th name and shuffled back the Shining Angel.
That said, you might have the 4th name in hand. Is there a 4th name that would be a 4? Maybe an Aaron in hand takes the Shining Angel here?
That could do it. Or Garroth, maybe. Yeah, I could see that. Yep. Either way, though, I probably would have left the Celestia and just shuffled back the Shining Angel, just because why risk it? Oh, no, wait. Is there 4 names in grave? No, there's only 3. I'm losing. I'm seeing double.
Interesting. We're going to pass off that.
Huh. Well, it's a 3600 Trag. But the issue here is the Fen only needs Herald, Fairy, Christia. You go Herald, Bryonic, and then you have Bryonic, Christia with Herald backup, and the game's just over. Okay. Looks like they haven't found that combination of cards.
Yeah, I feel like fairies have a lot that outs Trag here.
Yeah, DD Warrior Lady does it. Freed does it. If she's found her one copy of Freed, the Brave Wanderer.
What are we sitting on in hand? Is it like Wolf? No, Wolf you would have discarded for the Shining Angel, I think. Unless you didn't get the JD. I mean, like, that's also.
Yeah. Time on the round. The errata also made it so that the pop doesn't target. But the pop always targeted up until the errata. But it does target. So basically targets an Edison format, which is what you guys should know. Targets 2 separate
It targets and isn't simultaneous.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Another playing this so patiently, but I don't know why.
I don't think you have any reason to like read honest, and even if you did, Lightsworns have so many like cards your opponent that.
Yeah, at this point, like Trag, pitch 2 for 2, take the Herald.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. I could be capping. Huh.
It's so funny to me how unafraid of JD fairies are.
Yeah, it isn't the JD for sure that kills you. It's the stupid like card advantage from like milling Wolf.
Yeah.
Like that's where Fen fell behind this game with the Wolf and the Royal Decree, and she's just never picked that card advantage back up again.
Yeah.
Michael Catrino, we're waiting on Pro Storm to play. He's got a couple matches he has to wait for. I think 2 matches. He's in loser's side right now. Time on the round, as far as I know, there's a Vayu Blackwing hybrid. There's